Only set for Ajax Amsterdam defender Urian Timber to join Manchester United. Hello everyone and thank you for being part of the United chapter with me, your host Abu Kaus, as we definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest right about here as we definitely talk sport, right about the United chapter. You already know that we are heading into the transfer season and definitely it's already right about here. It's already cooking in here, as you already know that things are going on quite well for the club. Manchester United are looking at how the performances were. Definitely everything is going on quite well, and we are talking about Urian Timber. And for those of you who do not know who Urian Timber is, he is a very professional football player, a Dutch professional football player, and he's also been playing for Ajax Amsterdam, and he played under the management of Eric Ten Hag. So, if this definitely gets done, if this deal gets done, expect instant impact for Manchester United and Urian Timber. Urian Timber will definitely make an instant impact. He won't struggle because he's been under the management of Eric Ten Hag before, so there will be nothing new. So you can let us know what you definitely think about Urian Timber and him joining Manchester United. As you definitely know, Manchester United is on the hunt for a central defender, as you already know that as possibly one of Manchester United's defenders will definitely be leaving, and that's none other than Harry Maguire. There are very high hopes of Harry Maguire leaving the club. So Urian Timber could be the perfect replacement for this gentleman. However, we need to also look at it whether he is worth coming to Manchester United. His market value, which right about now stands at £50 million. Is it worth him getting for that amount of money, or is he going to bring what is he going to bring? Because we also need to look at a few things, just like his height. I mean, Manchester United could be needing a beast in the defense, a football player that is a no joke, actually a very strong football player, very strong defender. As you can see, Rafael Varane is okay, Rafael Varane. But you can see the combination of say Lisandro Martinez, who is not that tall. Leandro Martinez is definitely not that tall. And if you bring Urian Timber, who is also not that tall, as a matter of fact, let me see. We need to see how Urian Timber, how tall Urian Timber is. Urian Timber, I think he's 1.7 something. Anyway, yeah, we can see Urian Timber is 1.79 meters. 1.79 meters for a defender is okay. It's not excellent. You know what I mean? You need a defender like Virgil van Dijk, the height of Virgil van Dijk. One will definitely strikers will look at him and think twice about making the next step. And I can say Urian Timber is 1.79. Let's see Lisandro Martinez's height, and we see how tall is he. He's 1.75 for Lisandro Martinez. Very short football player. 1.75. No, still, it's very small. It's a very 1.75 is not that great for a defender. Then Urian Timber is a bit taller than him, and he is 1.79. But still, I think you can see the margin. It's just definitely very very short. So you can tell that a very tall, possibly a tall one of the height of Virgil van Dijk. Let's see how tall Virgil van Dijk is. Virgil van Dijk's height. Virgil van Dijk, he must be around 1.9. Yeah, he's 1.95 meters. Virgil van Dijk is 1.9 meters. I mean, that's the height of a good defender. I know when Lisandro Martinez came to Manchester United, everybody was saying he's not gonna manage. He's not gonna manage. He's too short. But I mean, he's put on quite an exceptional performance. But you cannot guarantee exceptional performances from all these football players that could be coming in. But with Virgil van Dijk being at 1.9 5 meters, you can definitely see how he's managed to perform in the Premier League. Exceptional. He's one of the best defenders in the Premier League, if not the best, and actually one of the best in the world. Virgil van Dijk, one of the best defenders because of his height, his masculine size. He definitely is a great one. So I think Manchester United could be in for Urian Timber, but I think they should also put in consideration that a tall defender would do quite great. And I know for a football player like Erling Haaland, you have to think twice how you're going to stop such football players. You need football players who will make an impact in the defense, big impacts in the defense, and that's the realistic point of view. So for Urian Timber, I think I would go for him, but if there is a better option than Urian Timber, I think Manchester United would definitely have him. But the fact that Eric Ten Hag has done this very many times, he's had his squad quite good, and he knows them how they play, he knows the weaknesses and the strengths of these football players. So if he has decided that he wants Urian Timber and he thinks Urian Timber is going to make a big impact on the club, then I think definitely that should definitely be put into consideration. The fact that he's 1.7 something meters tall does not give him the biggest advantage. It doesn't give him a big advantage over top strikers like Erling Haaland. Anyway, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a great thing if Manchester United can definitely shop him in. If United can definitely have him, then it could be good for the club. But the club should also put in consideration that something better could be done to that, so that possibly the defense section of the club can be sorted. As you already know that there were a few problems. There were definitely a few problems before, as the season started quite well for the club. Our season started very well for the club, but as things went on, things kept on deteriorating a little bit. I mean, in the defense section, we're talking about the defense section. Things deteriorated a bit, and the number of injuries that were definitely there. There was quite a big number of injuries. And the fact that when a football player is injured, and you need a substitute that is going to come on the pitch and make an impact. Not just any football player will come on and make a direct impact. I mean, you need bigger substitutes. You need substitutes that are going to come and stop, more especially in the defense. You cannot joke around with the defense. I mean, on very many occasions, you had to see Harry Maguire. You saw Harry Maguire coming in as a result of injuries from Alessandro Martinez, and also injuries from there was an injury from Rafael Varane. So the defense section was a little bit not all right. And the fact that Harry Maguire came in and again repeated the mistakes he made before definitely showed you that a better option for Harry Maguire is something that the club should be looking at. And I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be massive. It's going to be great for the club, Manchester United, if they can land themselves a Urian Timber. Because as I told you before, he could make an impact. But the reason as to why I say he could make an impact, the realistic point of view is that I would not go for him. But the fact that he's been played by Eric Ten Hag, under Eric Ten Hag at Ajax Amsterdam, he played very well, excelled, and definitely he was a wonderful one. Actually, when Ajax took the Eredivisie with Erik ten Hag, he was an exceptional football player. He definitely played brilliantly, played quite well. So I think it would be. I think we could give him a benefit of doubt and say he's going to come and perform. I mean, even before when Lisandro Martinez was coming, we had a lot of questions about Lisandro Martinez, thinking that his height could be a big problem for Premier League. For his height could be actually good for the Eredivisie but not the Premier League, because Premier League is a very competitive one, and with massive strikers who are deadly, and also attacking midfielders who are very deadly, massacring. But he's definitely stopped them. He's definitely done the job. And when one of the world's best defenders was asked about the height of Alessandro Martinez, and Virgil van Dijk is actually the one who was asked about the height of this gentleman, whether it could be a disadvantage. And no, he rubbished it off and said, definitely it's nothing to do with height. It's about tactic and practice and stuff like that. How many times have you been on? How many times have you been? Have you played? Have you got that ability to keep on playing? And have you made faults before? Yeah, that's what basically he had to say. But he came out and said, with height, it's nothing, and sometimes height can be a disadvantage. Those were his words. Virgil van Dijk, who said sometimes height can be a disadvantage as long as it's a big advantage, but it can be a disadvantage. So, but I mean, when you've got football players who are ready to hate, jump in the air, and you're this short, definitely it could bring a bit of problems to the club. Could be conceding goals that you shouldn't have conceded if you had actually taller football players. So I think let's get into Jurrien Timber's statistics, and we see. So we need to see Jurrien Timber's statistics and see how long he's definitely been playing, which clubs has he played for, has he managed to score any goal, and things like that. Let's see. So I will remember that he's played for Ajax under 19. He's played for the Netherlands under 21. He's played for Jong Ajax. He's played for the Netherlands national team, and he's also played for Ajax. And when he played for Netherlands, I must say, in the World Cup, when he played in the World Cup, he just played one game, and definitely you saw. Not even one game. He played 4 matches, 4 games, and they were exceptional. And one game in the UEFA Euro qualifiers. So I think it's gonna be a brilliant one. It's gonna be a good one, as Manchester United is more than happy to have this gentleman, this player. As I definitely think that Jurrien David Norman Timber is a Dutch professional football player and plays for the Eredivisie club Ajax Amsterdam, and also the Netherlands national team, who is mainly a centre back, and he can also play as a right back. Will definitely be a great signing by Manchester United if Manchester United seal this deal. But I think if Erik ten Hag definitely wants him, he will have him. There is big possibilities. There are big chances that Erik ten Hag is going to have this gentleman, because he knows how he plays, he knows his strengths, and he knows his weaknesses. And that's what a manager is always looking for in a football player. Understanding the football player, and the football players also understanding the manager. They already have a great relationship. And the fact that some Ajax Amsterdam football players are already, actually not only Ajax Amsterdam, but Eredivisie football players are already at Manchester United, this could definitely make him shift from the Eredivisie to Manchester United. Lisandro Martinez is definitely one of them, and also Anthony Dos Santos is also one of the football players who came from Ajax Amsterdam. And also there's also another one who came in, who is who's this from the Eredivisie to Manchester United. Ooh, I'm forgetting this guy's name. Was his name? I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. I'm not remembering this gentleman's name. Let me see. Oh, Tyrell, sorry, Tyrell Malasia. Yeah, Tyrell Malasia still also short football player. But I don't know why Eric Ten Hag likes short football players. I don't know. For some reason, Eric Ten Hag likes short football players. And yeah, so we could be seeing Jurrien Timber also coming, crossing over from the Eredivisie to Manchester United. Otherwise, thank you for being part of this podcast, and make up and subscribe. And ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever with the first you go to bring to you. As long as it is sports and as long as it is Manchester United related, right up here are the United chapter with me, your host, Abu KALS, as I tell you, thank you and goodbye for now.